Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are not in Austria anymore. We are not in Vienna. We are not in Austria. Where are we? We are in Slovenia. Country number 27 for me. Slovenia. Maribor. M-A-R-I-B-O. Very, very different than Austria even. Every country I've been to has been different, despite the fact of being somewhat same climate. It's a lot like California type climate, to be honest with you. Arid and warm. No palm trees per se, but it's not uncomfortable despite the fact that it's warm. It was a couple hours down here from Vienna. I got tired on my feet and wanted to take a break in the action of walking. Wanted to, of course, add another country to my profile. And I figured, you know, it's too early to check into my room. I don't want to go walk around more. Let's go for a car drive, and then maybe I'll feel like walking around a little bit at that point. And it being such a more smaller type city, there's really not a lot of walking to do here, so it's going to be just right for me. But I did come across this bridge earlier, and I wanted to get out here across this bridge and look back at the city for you guys, because especially with the sun in the direction that it's hitting the buildings, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, and by the way, so zooming in a little bit, actually, not zooming out, zooming in, that's actually a mall over there. It's called Euro Park. I was in the parking garage for that earlier because for some reason my GPS thought I wanted to go there. Maybe for a parking spot, I don't know, but I have a different one. Now, it's gonna get really sunny here. I'm afraid that the pictures will not come out as good, but isn't she beautiful? Look, that's Slovenia. There's some mountains in the background. I don't know the name of this river, but it will look prettier here in just a moment, looking back at where I'm at and the direction I'm at, because again, the sun is kind of hitting the buildings just right. And then if I pan over this way, we also have, I believe this is a I think that's a train bridge over there. I saw some sort of monorail system or something going on over there earlier. But yeah, it's a beautiful city, clean, kind of somewhat old mixed with new. A lot of that going on. I don't know if that's an old fort or something down there, but it looks pretty cool, whatever that is down there. Let's take a quick gander across this bridge. What do you say? Yeah, this is it right here, guys. It's the way the sun's reflecting off the buildings, and you have this river here, and you have these really cool steeples. We have these weeping willows down here on the riverbank. We have bridges everywhere. We have a beautiful sunset. We have perfect weather. We have happy people around. It is gorgeous. And I'm not sure if that's a church or a castle out there. You tell me. Way out there. See how fast you can zoom in. That looks like it's probably a church out there. All right, guys, tell me what you think. What do you think of Slovenia? Maribor. Maribor. I think it's pronounced Maribor. But yeah, I will come back on here in a little while and see if I can film anything else before I leave town. I'm not going to be here long. Probably going to get dinner and then start heading back. I don't know if there's any kind of souvenir stores or whatever here, but it's just a side trip. Not going to be able to stay here long and absorb the culture and stuff, sadly, but that's okay. It was worth the drive down here. It's beautiful. All right, checking in here again. Here in Slovenia, I got a few more places I wanted to take a peek at. I know this is one of them over here. It's pretty. Hopefully some of this area up here is a little more historic. I have a fountain going on over here. Well, it looks like there's more to do up this way. I will check back in here in just a moment.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do a little bit of vlog of first person here. So I did find Souvenirs, and I asked the people that were running the place how many Americans come through here, and they couldn't remember the last one. Very rarely does an American come to this town or even this country probably, which makes me that much more happy and excited because I really hate running into Americans when I travel abroad. I did not fly around the world to have a conversation with somebody from Chicago. I can do that any day. With that said, I did get my souvenirs, typical magnets and postcards and the usual. And I asked, what's for dinner around here? She said if I could find a place, goulash would be one of the delicacies in this area. But she said it's awfully late, it's more drinking hour than anything else. And she's right. Because I've tried to look at dinner tables of everyone passing some of these restaurants and bars. There's no food on any of their tables. It's all literally just drinks. Now, as you can see, the sun is still out. In America, this would be dinner hour. Food, beverages, alcohol, whatever, appetizers, cocktails. They're literally just doing cocktails and beer. No food at all, no appetizers. I don't know when they eat dinner because it's not even that late. They claim it's late. Sun's not even down yet. I don't consider this late, and I go to bed early. So I have no idea what they're talking about, but it's pretty interesting. Now, I am going to be walking back to the car, and I do unfortunately have to leave early, but it's been enlightening, and I'm super excited to be here. And I wish I could spend more time, but it was a 2-hour drive worthwhile. Now I'm gonna have to do the 2 hours back on an empty stomach so far, but I could lose a few. I could skip a meal. I am just thirsty though, so if I can at least get a Pepsi or Fanta or something for the road, that would be great. Well, I'm gonna sign off here in Slovenia. It is worth the trip if you're in the area. I would not fly straight to Slovenia, I don't think. But there's other cities and places in this country, of course. I'm sure there's lots to explore. Give it a try. If you're especially wanting to go off the beaten path of American tourism. I enjoy this place. I loved Vienna, don't get me wrong. I loved Warsaw. But something about walking around a place not so busy and a little bit more personable and not having to really like watch where everybody's at all the time. Something just enjoyable about that experience. But until next time, we will see you later.